The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store, your style. By Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network, where our sports medicine experts train the pros. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.
Name a fall sport that boys compete in, and Marquette University High School is probably good in it. Welcome to MUHS. I'm Lance Allen from today's TMJ4.
And I'm Mark Stewart, prep editor of the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. Tonight we're going to see Marquette's soccer team in action. We're also going to catch the Hilltoppers football team in our playoff highlights.
We've got plenty of football ahead, plus WIA soccer highlights, but we start tonight in the water.
Brad Preeter introduces us to one of Wisconsin's top divers. Let's meet the Boston Store featured student athlete.
It's kind of scary at first, like you don't really know where you are, but once you do it over and over again, you kind of learn where you are in the air, and then you're able to spot where you are.
The girls' swimming and diving team at Case High School is enjoying quite a run of talented divers. This season, Tatum Thompkins has won a whole bunch of meets and has the state's highest score among divers from Division I schools.
I didn't think that I was going to do as well, and there's a lot of competition this year that I didn't think that I was going to be able to beat.
Tatum is a former gymnast who got into diving because her gymnastics teammate Cassidy Bose was diving.
Her mom contacted my mom about doing diving, so I wanted to try it, and I like it.
The moms talked, and obviously they were on the same team as gymnasts, so it was kind of a natural progression to diving. I mean, it was kind of her big sister, mentor type thing.
We featured Cassidy Bose on Preps Plus a couple years ago when she was a junior here at Case. She went on to place second at state in both her junior and senior years. Now that Cassidy has graduated, the torch has been passed to Tatum. Thompkins gave up gymnastics as a freshman to focus on diving and has risen dramatically in the sport since then. Tatum has enjoyed a tremendous run of success here in her junior year. In fact, she had won every one of her meets right up until the Racine invite. In that event, she was narrowly defeated by her freshman teammate. In that meet, Mackenzie Sanchez surprised herself by beating Tatum to take first place. Sanchez is also a former gymnastics teammate of Thompkins.
You don't want to lose, but if you're going to lose to a teammate, because I think it's going to be interesting the next couple weeks. They're going to push each other, and that's what I want as a coach.
And she's still my role model, and she's really nice, hardworking, and she's just amazing at any sport she does, really.
She's amazing. She's really good.
Mackenzie, who still competes in gymnastics, just started diving in August. But she already owns one of the state's top diving scores this fall.
So I thought I was going to be really iffy on the skills and stuff, but the gymnastics part has really helped me a lot with the flipping and the rotations.
The same goes for Thompkins, who narrowly missed qualifying for the state meet back when she was a freshman. Tatum then started diving year-round, which paid off when she finished her sophomore year with a 5th place showing at state.
And then she came back this season even more hungry and just has been dominating this whole season.
The biggest meets of the season are just ahead, sectionals and then hopefully onto the state meet. No matter how Tatum and Mackenzie finish this year, they and their teammates have enjoyed a fun and successful season at the pool.
The good vibes at practice help you do better and feel better about your dives, and they're very supportive.
Sectional competition for divers begins this coming Friday, and the state meet is the week after that. Best of luck to the young ladies from Case High School.
Now here's Colleen Hyder from Boston Store presenting Tatum her award.
Tatum, for all you do in school and for your sport, Boston Store is proud to present you with the Preps Plus Student Athlete of the Week Award. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jayrone Elliott of the Green Bay Packers. Stick around. Lance and Mark will be right back.
It's Boston Store's Friends and Family Sale, Wednesday, October 28th through Wednesday, November 4th. Take an extra 25% off nearly everything with your Friends and Family Savings Pass. Available at bostonstore.com by texting FF to 266822 or see any sales associate in store. Use your pass on top of regular and sale prices of up to 50% off. Save on designer brands that rarely go on sale, from the latest fashions to cosmetics and fragrances. Boston Store, your style.
No matter what your schedule, personality, or lifestyle, our primary care providers do everything possible to make every day a little healthier. It all begins by listening and getting to know you. It's about convenience with flexible hours and locations near you. And it's about connections linking you to the power of academic medicine right in your community. For a primary care provider who gets you, get to us.
From picking the perfect color to our outstanding no prep, no prime formula, Menards and Dutch Boy make transforming your world easy. Go Dutch. Dutch Boy Platinum Paint, available at Menards.
We're back at Marquette University High School on the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel's Preps Plus.
In round 2 of the playoffs, Marquette took on the lone remaining Milwaukee City Conference team. That game kicks off the Preps Plus highlights.
On a fantastic night for football here at MPS's nicely renovated Custer Stadium, Rufus King tries to represent the City Conference well. The Generals are trying to knock a Greater Metro Conference team out of the playoffs for the second straight year. Last season, King defeated Menominee Falls in round 1. This time they try to eliminate Marquette in round 2. But Marquette would strike early and often. Already up 7-0, Noah Carrillo forces the fumble. Evan Wallachek picks it up and takes it down to the 5 to set up Marquette's second touchdown. King trying to get moving. Sophomore QB John Koch throwing. Check out the grab by DeAndre Hill-Stanton. Plus the stiff arm, 39 yards, but it would not lead to a score. Second quarter, the Hilltoppers open a huge hole for Fada Nerudin. He'll take it 53 yards to make it 21-0 Marquette. Then it's more Hilltopper defense. Michael Crowley reads the pass perfectly. It's a pick 6 for Crowley, 28-0. Marquette would score on special teams, too. They block the punt, and who's there to pick it up? Michael Crowley. He lunges into the end zone. This one's getting out of hand. King's junior quarterback Justice King was sitting out due to injury, but he was forced into action and makes the pinpoint pass to Royce Buckner. 39-yard touchdown gets the Generals on the board. But Marquette would score again with 10 seconds left in the half, and on the ensuing kickoff, watch number 31, Jacob Baisden, rip the ball free and hang on. Marquette has time for one more play before the half, and they'll bring it right at us. Jack Dwyer to Alex Giampetro, 49-6 Hilltoppers. That's how this one would end. Marquette advances to level 3, while King's excellent season ends at 10-1.
King's a great team. The score just to show how they really are.
I mean, I'm really proud of our special teams. I'm proud of our intensity and our urgency that we always strive for on offense, but then also on defense.
On the eve of Halloween, spooky and crazy things can happen on the football field, that is. And the Wilmot Panthers travel all the way to Waukesha to take on the Waukesha West Wolverines in the level 2 round of the WIAA playoffs. And fans came out to the big game with their Halloween spirit on full display. Wilmot running back Jake Reben can't hold on to the rock. He has it taken away by Tommy Leitner. He takes it in for the score, making it 7-zip West. When the Wolverines offense finally takes the field, senior running back Jair Scott is met at the line of scrimmage by a gang of Panthers defenders. He coughs up the ball, but Wilmot is unable to capitalize on the turnover. With the Panthers offense not making any plays, the defense turns it up and Bobby Brainerd gets the sack. We move to the third quarter and West is moving the chains. Wolverines quarterback Connor Blunt calls his own number on this quarterback keeper, gaining 20 yards on the run. 2 plays later, Connor Blunt again, this time right up the middle. He gets in for the score, making it 14-0. And the costume of the night goes to this Waukesha fan with the Friday the 13th Jason costume. Now let's check out the play of the game. It comes in the 4th quarter. Jair Scott, this kid will turn up. Takes the handoff straight up the middle. No one will touch him until he is finally taken down inside the 5-yard line for a 65-yard run. Waukesha West will pitch a shutout, going on to win 28-0. Now let's listen to the Wolverines after the game.
Our defense really came through from start to finish. You know, they were causing turnovers to get that first touchdown. So defense really got to hand it to them.
Man, it was just a beautiful thing, you know, when the defense all worked together, and it was a great game. All it is now is high expectations, you know, just so you can keep the other team until so they can get no points. You know, that's all there is to it.
Got the ball carrier. It's been quite a season for Brookfield Central and Brookfield East. The teams battled for the title in the Greater Metro, and in the playoffs, they went head-to-head for the right to advance.
We go from our own macho man, Mark Stewart, not wearing a coat, to tough guy Scott Babler. He has the Menards Game of the Week.
Welcome to the Battle of Brookfield Part 2. Back in September, Brookfield Central defeated Brookfield East 21-14 to help them claim the outright Greater Metro title. But tonight, the stakes are much higher. This is level 2 of the state playoffs. The streets of Brookfield must have been pretty quiet tonight. Seems like everyone was at this showdown, and it definitely lived up to the hype. Down 7 early, Spartan QB TC Swittle to Will Schmidt, and he sprints down the sideline for the score. It's 7 apiece. Then it's Sam Santiago Lloyd showing his power from 5 yards out. We are tied at 14 at halftime. On to the third, Central down 7, but not for long. Malik Turner bounces outside for the touchdown. We are even at 21. Now to the fourth, where the drama really kicks in. Santiago Lloyd straight up the middle, diving in for 6. His second touchdown, Spartans up 7. With time running out, the Lancers facing a 4th down, but Dominic Labalarte finds Dylan Seimer to move the chains. Then some trickery. With 16 seconds to play, Labalarte comes to the line, but the direct snap goes to Turner, who hands to Seimer, who then throws to Labalarte for the tying score. We head to overtime, knotted at 28. Central settles for a field goal on their first possession, and they have East on the ropes facing a 4th and 5. But Swittle keeps it and finds a huge hole good for 15 yards. Very next play, it's Santiago Lloyd, and he will not be denied. The big guy scores the game winner as the Spartans prevail in a classic, 34-31. Next up, a date with yet another conference champion, Homestead.
This is a dream come true, beating Central in the playoffs in overtime. I mean, you can't script it any better than this.
Yes, it is very sweet to come here and beat them on their own field. Went into overtime, backs against the wall. We held them to the field goal, and we came out here and punched it in for the win.
There was so much emotion in this game, and right down to that last play that we scored the touchdown in overtime to win. And I'm just so proud of my guys. 1, 2, 3, fire!
Hey, I'm J.R. Radcliffe. In just a few moments, we'll see the top-ranked Marquette boys soccer team and hear from another defending state champion as well. This was a big week in the WIAA postseason, and we've got you covered. Visit mycommunitynow.com or lakecountrynow.com to see how your athletes fared at the state cross-country meet or at the sectional level in boys soccer and girls volleyball. If football is your thing, visit Push for the Playoffs, located at mycommunitynow.com/push for tons of local and exclusive content, including our weekly podcast. As we get closer to the state championship games, you've got to be following Preps Plus on social media. We'll be right back.
Can't find the size, color, or brand you're looking for in store? Let us find it at Boston Store. Simply tell a sales associate what item you're looking for, and we'll search our entire inventory of stores and websites to locate your exact size, color, and brand. Complete your transaction in store, and your purchase will be delivered right to your door at no extra charge.
It couldn't be easier when you let us find it. Exclusively at Boston Store.
You can run.
You can eat right.
You can join a club.
You can get a checkup.
Of all the decisions you make to stay healthy, one decision can make it all possible. Choosing the Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network as your partner. We have the providers you need in locations close to you, all connected to one of the nation's leading academic medical centers. Learn how to be stronger together with us at freighter.com/onedecision.
Guarantee that your job site has enough power for all your equipment with this Brute gas generator from Briggs & Stratton. It has a 389cc engine that generates 7,000 starting watts of power. $499. Mastercraft is the only name to know for quality interior and exterior doors. This 6-panel steel exterior door has a fully insulated core with an adjustable no-rot sill. Plus, it's Energy Star rated. $119 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Jayrone Elliott is proof that you don't have to be a high draft pick in order to be successful in the NFL.
The hard-working, undrafted linebackers our guest in this week's edition of From Preps to Pros.
I was very immature growing up. I thought just because I played football, things would come naturally to me. I thought I could go to college for free just because I was good at football, not knowing I should have took school a lot more serious.
A standout player who may have needed some extra motivation back then, Jayrone Elliott says playing in the state championship game is a memory he'll always carry.
My high school never been there, so it was very special, but we ended up losing by 1, on the last couple plays, so it's kind of a memory I'll never forget, but it was a great thing for our community.
Elliott moved around a lot as a kid in Cleveland and sometimes stayed with friends. He credits his mom and Coach Ted Ginn Sr. with keeping him in line.
We all looked up to him. He was a great father figure, did a lot for the community, and made sure we did the right things on and off the field. So my mom, my coach did a great job of handling me, make sure I was doing the right thing off the field, going to class, going to school, and hanging with the right people.
Elliott may have been overconfident when he was in high school before signing to play college ball at Toledo, but he'll tell kids today that they need to believe in themselves.
Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do, because at the end of the day, it's up to you. A lot of people will tell you can't do something because they can't do it. As a society, we tend to let them be true. You might have an injury, you might fail a test, but at the end of the day, if you study harder and you take care of your body, you can overcome those things. So do the right thing and don't let nobody tell you what you can't do.
In his second NFL season, Elliott has made an impact both on defense and on special teams. He says being a pro and simply the process of growing up require a lot of accountability.
You gotta come here ready to work every day. Body might hurt, but it's a part of growing up. You gotta become more mature and be more accountable. You kind of get away with it as a youngster. People give you the benefit of the doubt because you're immature, but you learn that as time. Once you get to college, you have to go to class by yourself. Your mom's not wake you up no more, so you gotta basically just become more accountable and be on time for everything.
While we were here this week, the cross-country team was preparing for the state meet, the football team was getting ready for the second round of the playoffs, and the volleyball team was preparing for sectional.
Meanwhile, Mark, the Hilltoppers have a very rich tradition in soccer as well. Allie Dudek introduces the Preps Plus Team of the Week.
The Marquette soccer team has maintained a certain level of dominance year after year. And this season is no different as they look forward to bringing home yet another state championship. Each practice focuses on staying driven and goal-oriented, which prepares these players to stay assertive with each game.
We just stay focused, make sure we try our hardest at practice. You don't take teams lightly. We try to go into every game as if it's our biggest game. So with that mindset, it helps.
We practice like we play, and so that just carries over to the games. Everything we do in practice is high intensity, so I think that's the biggest factor on our success.
Marquette has set the division bar with their keen sense of unity, discipline, and exceptional talent.
We play really well together. Our passing, everything is on point. We all can read each other. So just with that, I think that puts us ahead of a lot of other teams that we play.
They put in a lot of effort in the offseason. They feel really proud of the traditions that we have here, and they take it upon themselves to put everything they have into every season. And I think that the kids are really the ones that make the success here.
The Hilltoppers have already brought home an outstanding 27 Division I state championships, which makes it a challenge for the players when the coach's goal is to bring home a 28th state title.
Having high expectations is good for the kids because they want to achieve the best. They want to be the team that continues the traditions. And being a former player that won here at Marquette High and has won state championships, I have that same feeling, that same sense of pride. So I think that helps me as a coach kind of teach them in terms of the things that I've learned and that got me to the championships.
With the playoffs underway, the goal is set, taking it one game at a time.
We're feeling confident. We're trying not to get ahead of ourselves. We're trying to take it one game at a time, really pacing ourselves, but we know it's our goal.
In the playoffs, it's win or go home, so I think the guys have been focused and have come up with a good mentality and been able to get on opponents right away and kind of carry it out from there.
Congratulations to Marquette High for being our Team of the Week, and best of luck on your journey towards another state title.
Stick around, more soccer is on the way.
Highlights of a sectional semifinal showdown are coming up.
It's Boston Store's Friends and Family Sale, Wednesday, October 28th through Wednesday, November 4th. Take an extra 25% off nearly everything with your Friends and Family Savings Pass. Available at bostonstore.com by texting FF to 266822 or see any sales associate in store. Use your pass on top of regular and sale prices of up to 50% off. Save on designer brands that rarely go on sale, from the latest fashions to cosmetics and fragrances. Boston Store, your style.
No matter what your schedule, personality, or lifestyle, our primary care providers do everything possible to make every day a little healthier. It all begins by listening and getting to know you. It's about convenience with flexible hours and locations near you. And it's about connections linking you to the power of academic medicine right in your community. For a primary care provider who gets you, get to us.
Right now, all Stanley tool storage is on sale at Menards. This Fatmax 28-inch toolbox has a weatherproof seal which makes it water resistant. It also features a portable half tray so your tools are more accessible. Only $24.99. Get quality at a great price with Jeld-Wen windows and patio doors. They come in over 1 million size and style combinations, including Energy Star rated models. Right now, all special order windows and patio doors are 10% off.
Save big money at Menards.
The Performance Enhancement Program, also known as PEP, is a sports performance training program offered at Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. We utilize evidence-based training techniques to help athletes reach their maximum potential. Any athlete looking to enhance their athletic potential should participate in the Performance Enhancement Program. We offer individual, one-on-one training, as well as group and team training. Additionally, we have 2 other services, the ACL Prevention Program, which helps to prevent ACL injuries, as well as a program that takes an athlete from physical therapy back to competition. PEP training sessions include speed and agility development, conditioning, power, and injury prevention techniques. Think of us as your one-stop shop for performance enhancement and injury rehab. We want to help you reach your potential.
For more information, visit froedtert.com/pep.
Last fall, the Delavan-Darien boys soccer team had a dream season that culminated in a state championship.
And this season, the Comets continued to soar. Scott Babler caught up with them in a sectional semifinal matchup.
When a team wins a state championship, they become the hunted the next season. But that extra pressure has had no effect on Delavan-Darien. The Comets are 23-0. They've run the table this season as they look for the repeat. Tonight they could get a very tough test as Whitnall pays a visit. The Falcons currently the number 5 team in the state D3 poll. Little did the Comets know just how tough this sectional semifinal would be. 21st minute, the Falcons' Cade Dombrowski chips it ahead to Joseph Schauer, and his header just eludes goalie Ricardo Huerta. Whitnall with the early surprise, up on the champs 1-0. Chances were hard to come by for Delavan in the opening half. Here, Jamie Rodriguez tries to find Jason Cano, but keeper DJ Block gets there first. Falcons still up a goal at halftime. On to the 67th minute, the Comet defender falls. Schauer on the attack for Whitnall, and he somehow gets this shot past Huerta. Too late for the defense to clear, now 2-0 Falcons. Things only get tougher for Delavan a few minutes later as Adrian Manriquez picks up his second yellow card, and the Comets will now play with just 10 men. But they dig deep and mount a rally. Tigrio Huerta is tripped in the box, setting up a penalty kick. Huerta calmly puts it past Block, and with 10 minutes to play, the Whitnall lead is cut in half. The Comets keep the pressure on. Martin Soto with this blast, but Block deflects it wide. Now on to the final seconds. Delavan with one last run, but they run out of time. Whitnall shocks the defending champs 2-1 and advances to the sectional final.
The guys fought hard. They're a great group of guys. You can't ask more than what we did today for the guys. They were just a great job.
This game, once you get to sectionals, you're playing good teams that you can't make mistakes. And, you know, we made a couple of them on both goals, and they capitalized on them.
So how much of a boost does this victory give the Falcons? Let's just say their confidence is overflowing.
The confidence level for everyone here, I can look and see everyone's confidence is just up there. Mine's up there, and all we know is we're going to keep going up.
We are pumped up. We had a great week of practice, and we have an eye on the state championship, and hopefully we can.
Yeah, let's go!
No finish. There you go.
Best of luck to all the local teams that have qualified for the state soccer tournament.
And to all the football teams whose championship dreams are still alive, that man's Lance Allen.
And that's Mark Stewart. See you next week on Preps Plus.
The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store, your style. By Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network, where our sports medicine experts train the pros. And by Menards, dedicated to service and quality.